When I first arrived in the village, it was like a little haven. First impressions was this is a place to settle. The first impressions have also carried through to now, like the feeling of being held by the nature and being able to relax in my body and rest. Having been on a long travel on the plains and everything, this place, it was like, I can rest in myself. To put into words is challenging in some ways because there's so many different impressions happening in one go. So the buildings, the round buildings, the thatched roofs, the welcome from people, the very sort of present people welcoming me here. I was quite shy naturally when I first came, so my first impressions were kind of filtered in by that, sort of a bit withdrawn. I was coming from winter, some difficult relationship challenges, so I was kind of a bit closed off, a bit sort of, and yet from the outside, the place was softening me, welcoming me here. Yeah, everything from the nature. The nature was very green when I arrived because it had rained, but that was fairly recently. But there's a place for meditation, essentially. I mean, there's so many places to sort of stop and be with a contemplation or with a meditation. There's a rock behind me. There's different kinds of trees on both sides. And so when I'm in my meditations, I'm focusing on different elements when I move through. So there's the earth, and I face to the tree, and I will begin to open up to my relationship to the earth, to the tree, to how that is in myself. And so this spot was just perfect in terms of I had the sunset in one direction, this tree in another. Behind me was this big rock which was representing the water, and then to the other side there was these trees. And every time I was there, it was like the elements came alive. So the wind would always, there was the way the elements came alive in that particular place. Primarily supportive. I've been working in the gardens and on the farm where they've got an agroforestry. So every day pretty much, or at least 6 days a week, I'll be doing a few hours making compost. Yeah, I felt like that was the most meaningful because it was there was not just the quantity, but I guess showing up, that sense of commitment every day was easier to have more meaningful interactions.